Hello, let's begin chapter 2. Chapter 2 is, as you may know, titled as the recording process. We studied in chapter 1. Accounting equations, which is the basis to understand the chapter 2 topics. There are a number of topics that you study in chapter 2, but I would say that the major topic is journal entries. We develop the concept of journal entries based on accounting equations. And then in chapter 3, we further study something called adjusting entries. And in chapter 4, we study closing entries. And from chapter 2 to chapter 4, all of them are often referred to as accounting cycle. Specifically, journal entries are recorded whenever there is a transaction during a period. Period can be anything based on your reporting purpose. It can be a month, it can be a quarter, it can be a year. But these two, adjusting and closing entries, are recorded at the end of period. Okay, that said, let's begin chapter 2. After having a big picture, let's talk about chapter 2. We should begin chapter 2 talking about normal balances. And to talk about normal balances, we need to revisit the extended, basic and extended accounting equation. Do you recall it? Let's try. Assets is on the left side of the equation. And on the right-hand side, we have liabilities and equity, right? But we studied that equity can be decomposed into several different components, such as owner's capital minus owner's drawing plus sales minus expenses, right? And normal balances refer to the balance where an account is normally being shown. Normally meaning when a balance is increasing. Okay, no more concepts. Let's talk about it. First of all, I'd like to ask you where an account is located around an equal sign. Okay, then where, for example, is assets found around the equation sign, equal sign. Then we can say that assets is on the right-hand side. Liabilities, assets is on the left-hand side and liabilities on the right-hand side. Owner's capital, right-hand side. Sales on the right-hand side, right? But we should pay special attention to owner's drawing and expenses as they have negative signs, right? Meaning, even though they are on the right-hand side, they are not much comfortable about their positioning. So rather than we say they are located on the right-hand side, we say they are on the left-hand side. Okay, around an equation. Does this make sense? I mean, do you feel that what is this guy talking about? Then you are right. Indeed, what are we studying? We are not studying something that rules this world, like the rule of physics. I'm nobody when it comes to physics, but law of relativity. No, we are not something that is created by the God. No, we are talking about something that is developed as the best practice among business people. Okay, these journal entries are developed. It is said that journal entries are developed by Venetians, like in 17th, in 15th century. Okay, business people have developed the best practice. So for us to follow what they have developed, we should use our intuition. Okay, so you may feel that this explanation is so silly, but please follow me. We are developing that best practice. Okay. Yes, we just before determined on accounts side, right? Like assets choose left side as its own side, and liability choose right hand side as its own side. Indeed, in accounting, instead of calling them as left and right and left, we call them debit side and then credit side. Then why am I writing debit as DR, not DB? When credit is written as CR, it's Latin. Don't ask me. I'm nobody when it comes to Latin. So yeah, it's a practice. Follow me. So where is owner's capital side then? As you can see, it's credit side, debit side, and debit side. Okay. What I am discussing is when asset is increasing, it's normal balance, or we say that normally asset is recorded on the debit side, which is left-hand side. Then what do you say? When asset is decreasing, it is recorded on the abnormal side. You don't say that, but you record it on the other side, on the opposite side of the normal balance. Credit side, debit side, debit side, credit side, debit, and credit. Okay. Then from now on, what we will do is we study another type of making records. Indeed, we've seen a few different types of recording. One is plain English, right? SoftBite got invested on October 1st, 10,000 by the owner, right? And then we've seen that we can record the transaction. Maybe I can write it. Another way of writing the recording a transaction is using tabular. What was it? Using the accounting equation, extended accounting equation, we have written that cash increases by 10K equals owner's capital increase by 10K, right? And then we will study a third form of recording a transaction, which is journal entries. And we will use these normal balances. Using normal balances. Okay, in the next video, we will, first of all, I will introduce the use of spreadsheet using Excel, and then we will prepare journal entries using specific cases. Okay, then see you there.